Greetings, comrades. It's me, it's your man, Commie Mark, here. Once again, we're doing a Russian Troll Factory. It's been a couple of weeks, so I really wanted to do something. We've got something to say, something to talk about this week, this month, this very special month or whatever. So, of course, joining us, as always, it's the Secretary of the Revolution, which is a non-gender specific role. It's Stanislas Jan. Hello.
Hello. Take my mask off. It wasn't as good a joke as I was planning on there. I apologize.
It was a bit slow, but it's a good metaphor for some of the unmasking of people's eyes that we'll try and do today. Or
the scales are dropping from people's eyes.
Exactly. Yeah, we're going to convince so many people. So a person who needs no introduction, and usually when someone says that, like they give like a big introduction after that, innit? So
yes,
it's Papa. Hello.
Hey, I thought it was funny. Yeah.
Thank you. It would have been better if I didn't get tangled up and I managed to whip it off in one, but
that helped, I think, make it funny. The awkwardness and the length made it funnier. Spot on.
but I'm still there now.
Just say screw it and just leave it.
Yeah.
Before we introduce the guest, let's have a quick look in the chat, check in with the bots, say hello to the actual bot. Hello, actual bot. Havoje is saying some Yugoslavian language there. I don't know what that means. Linkovic are still waiting for part 2 of JDA versus Leon. It's long, bro, and it's been raining like here in the UK a lot. And have you not had rain?
No, I'm wondering how this has affected you.
Because I do all of my recording here in the conservatoire or wherever, and it's got a like perspex roof, so it's great for recording because the light shines through. But when it rains, like it's louder in here than it is out there. Whatever. It's coming, like I'm working on it. Mr. Solomon's here. He says, hail to you. Igor Bondar's here. He says, shalom.
Well,
greetings to you. Mask mandates. Jan, you love mandates, don't you? Like, good.
Do you mean dates with men or?
Yeah. Of course. Sobog Valkyrie's here as well. Hello. Oh, Piper, you got a later engagement.
Oh, it looks like I've been summoned. All right, as long as I'm feeling well, I'll pop by.
All right, on the spot.
That's almost the play Regeneration, which is got a lot of homosexuality in it.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, they did the one we saw.
That was because it was a gay production.
Sorry, I'm being, the usual.
Yeah, harangued. Lidl's here as well. Hello, Lidl. My best friend John Della Rose is here. Greetings, John Della Rose. Mr. Dongs is here as well. Hello. He says, "Whoa, haven't seen Lidl since before the old Liam wrangling days." Yeah, it's a great person. Okay, so Jan, before I bring on the next guest, you said to me, "Oh, I've got like something that I want to show you, but it's
Yes.
not related to the topic, so let's fucking get that out of the way before we move on."
I heard this on the radio today on the wireless, and when I saw it, I thought I have to share this because this will upset and astound people at the same time.
Let's see what we got.
KFC forced to swap lettuce for cabbage in burgers and wraps as shortage batters Australia.
So,
There's a lettuce shortage. Wow.
all right, so
Can't talk.
what we've done is we've summoned like the Minister for Australian Agriculture or whatever, and he's here. Greetings, Dean James from Australia. Like, what's your Conservative government going to do about this cabbage shortage? No, lettuce shortage. Sorry.
Well, I had to break it to you, but this is just fake news. Like, there is no lettuce shortage in Australia. We have all the lettuce we need.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what they would say, though, isn't it?
Yes. Well, my representatives have passed the message down to me, and they want me to let you all know that everything is perfectly fine and we have all the lettuce that we could ever need. There is no shortage. Yeah, too much. In fact, we have too much lettuce, yeah.
Apart from all the adverts on this, it's a British newspaper website, so it is literally just adverts. They said that floods in New South Wales and Queensland have caused a shortage of items.
Well, this is news to me. I'm in Victoria though, and we have plenty of lettuce down here.
Don't brag about your lady friends, but what they're saying is KFC cannot get lettuce, and they're putting cabbage
What?
instead.
Like, cabbage is like a cousin of lettuce, isn't it? Like, in fact, lettuce is the grandfather of cabbage. Like, they're
kind of the same thing.
No, like the lettuce, the white lettuce was bred into all of those fucking green vegetables that you eat, and it, apart from peas, like they made lettuces into cauliflowers, into cabbage, into broccoli, like all through selective breeding, and it one of the ways proved evolution. So,
but I mean,
this is
someone's got to be allergic though. Somebody's got to be allergic to cabbage and not lettuce.
Yes.
Like, are they going to tell us this is happening? Because this is the first I'm hearing of this.
What I love about this,
take a bite, you will definitely notice.
What I love about this is that they've actually put this random picture saying this is a lettuce, just in case people didn't know.
I know that the money in Australia is fucked with your dollary-doos or whatever, but $8.99 for a lettuce.
Wow.
I don't know. That seems high. I've never paid more than like $5 for a lettuce.
How big is the demand for lettuce at KFC though? That they would even have a problem.
Well, every burger and wrap at KFC has lettuce on it, just like stock standard.
Yeah.
I thought that KFC has burgers.
Yeah, they have chicken burgers.
Chicken burgers, yeah.
Chicken burgers.
I thought they had buckets of chicken.
Puff Comic says baby spinach is a new lettuce. Spinach as well, like comes from the lettuce leaf, the cabbage leaf, whichever one's the oldest. I can't remember now. I feel stupid. Joe Froggo with a great suggestion says just eat the money.
That's true.
Yeah, you can definitely eat money. All right. So anyone got anything they want to say before we dive like into the meat of what I've got planned for you.
Is the
I've
meat
heard about
chicken?
your meat before.
All right, so obviously it's Pride Month, and it's that time of year again, like where all the corporations are gonna be like, "Oh, look how gay we are!" Like gay for pay, and it chasing the pink pound or whatever.
That's exactly what it is.
So when I was at university, they taught us that this was a thing. That's when I was at Cambridge, and it like with them guys. Yeah, it's a thing. Like the hang on. So yeah, you love reading on the spot under pressure. Go on,
Yes.
have a crack at this.
That's why I wear glasses and everything for this reason. Known as the pink pound in the United Kingdom, the British gay market is estimated to be worth up to £6 billion per year. The pink pound is often considered to be responsible for the high sales of specific products, seen to be favoured by a large number of gay people. It's a bit generalising. Most notably, music sales of records by gay icons such as Madonna, Lady Gaga, Kylie Minogue, and Cher.
I love Cher. Just throw that out there. One of my heroes. Go on, carry on.
A large range of large corporations have recently realised the power of the pink pound and have begun to direct market their products towards the gay community through advertising in the gay press.
The gay press. I don't know why I like that. The gay press.
It's a wrestling move.
Well, yeah, I just want to say that Kylie Minogue would beat Cher in a fight.
Yeah, only because Cher's like 400 years old.
It's like fighting a mummy.
I did read a thing the other day that Kylie Minogue had to stop Kylie Jenner from trademarking the name.
Yeah, Kylie. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
In Australia.
That is ridiculous.
It was actually on our TV and everything because, you know, Kylie Minogue is like our queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
She won the money, ain't she?
She got into a massive fight. I think it was on Instagram or it might have been Twitter, but she got into a massive public argument with Kylie Jenner because Kylie Jenner thinks she's the only Kylie. And Kylie Minogue is like, I have an album named Kylie, you bitch. It's like this whole thing. But yeah, it's all public too. So, and yeah, it was a big story here.
To be fair, out of
which
those
one?
4 people,
Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, Kylie Minogue's my girl. Don't worry.
Yeah. Team Kylie.
Sorry, Mark, carry on.
I was just going to say that out of those 4 people, I think that Kylie Minogue would win in a fight because she's got like a real, you know, the odd job advantage from playing GoldenEye on the N64.
I don't think Lady Gaga's very tall either, though. To be fair, this is a whole other RTF measuring people, but
it also depends on what Lady Gaga is wearing because she might technically be armed depending on what her dress is made out of.
True.
Yeah, it could be made out of arms.
Yeah, it could be made out of arms.
Yeah, so the point is, like, when I was at university, this was in textbooks, and they taught us, like, this is a thing you can do. Like, if you need money, like, you can make things just for gay people. Like, you can literally just paint a rainbow on shit. Like, that's what they taught us at Cambridge.
And your professor was Fagin from was it?
That's actually, look, that's John Oliver there.
Mm-hmm.
That's Richard Aywadi and David Mitchell in it, and then me as well because we was all best buds. True fact, no fake news here. Yeah, so this is one of my favorite like gay pride month memes in it. Like, it's great. So it's starting is the point. That's funny too. You're very gay. I'd like a few dollars. That's what it is. It's literally just corporations milking gay people for money, like, and gay people know it as well. Like, they're over it. The only people who care are like white women and
Like the
liberals,
activist types, yeah.
sideways and stuff. Like, yeah, that's the thing. All right, so gay superheroes. That's how it like crosses over into our niche, and that's how we get to talk about this. So I made everyone do homework and it ahead of the show, where you had to go and read the famous like all new X-Men 40, where Iceman gets gayified and it like so Dean, I'm gonna come
Yeah.
to you. Like can you like lead us into like the beginning of this before we start to talk about it? Set the scene, what's going on in context of the universe.
All right, well, this was right at the, back in the beginning. We have, back in the beginning of all the woke stuff, I mean. But you have most of the X-Men are disbanded, dead, etc. Like, they're all broken up. So I can't remember the exact details, but somehow they got the X-Men from the past, like a bunch of teenage versions of all the different characters, and brought them into the future. And this is basically right after that. It's that, they had one mission, it was 2 or 3 issues, and then they get back and this is what happens. So they've just finished their first mission. They don't even really know like what they're doing. They're trying to figure out their place in the world and everything. They haven't even really met, like, they met a couple of their counterparts, but half of them have and half of them haven't still at this point. Like, they're still relatively new in the timeline, but it's all of the X-Men from the past, younger versions of them in present day. And they've just finished a mission.
Great.
Isn't it that they went to space or something and they had to, and then they've come back? Or is that what's happened? They went to space and time changed and then they've come back?
No. It's different versions of them. It's actually the younger versions from the past, because the older versions, the ones that are alive anyway, are still around. Like, Iceman gets to meet his older self.
Yeah.
Things like that. And same with Beast. Yeah. Yeah, who's not gay, yeah.
He's actually called Bear in this. He's not called Beast, he's called the Bear.
The Bear.
Yeah.
All right. So the episode opens like with the book opens with the destruction, so this island, Utopia, has been destroyed or whatever, which is like huge X-Men cliche immediately. And
typical.
Like, a Paradise Island, just whatever, doesn't matter. Some guys go there and like there's a crickle and then an explosion, and that is all that we see. Go on.
I have a question. Why have they brought in Indiana Jones?
Well, he doesn't help them very much.
That may be the entrance to an ancient temple.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's like, this is obviously an archaeologist because he looks like Indiana Jones.
Right, yep.
Okay.
Clicking the wrong screen. So then this issue is just the X-Men on an island talking like this, and it like the only thing for me that was redeeming is that I like the character Magic, because she's a Soviet. And, I mean, well, look at her as well, I guess. But other than that, pretty shit. It's just a big long conversation where Jean Grey tells Iceman that he's gay, which is cool.
It's very uncomfortable too.
Yeah, the way she tells him is like she's trying to tell him she's constipated.
I always felt, right, even from the first time I read this, because I read this when it first came out. This was right around the time that I was starting to think I didn't like comic books anymore, and this is why. But like, I remember reading it and thinking, oh, okay, Jean Grey's doing this to him, and I was thinking, all right, because basically, if Jean Grey isn't dead, she's evil, right? Like, that's what Jean Grey's whole thing is. And so I was thinking, oh, okay, she's going to be evil again, and then they're going to kill her off. That's what's going to happen with this young Jean Grey. But you know, that obviously never happened. And I'm still kind of convinced that if they ever retcon all of this stuff, Jean Grey just made a bunch of Marvel characters gay out of like, I don't know, some sort of vendetta. But
in like a reverse House of Gay kind of. Like,
yeah, exactly. But if you have the whole page there, like when you see it, she's like convincing him. And at first he's like, no, I'm not. What are you doing? And then she's like, you're thinking it right now. And he's like, yeah, because you keep saying it. And it's like she's putting it in his head. And it was always very strange.
Yeah, I thought that was on purpose. That it was just.
Yeah, I thought it was on purpose too. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought.
Even in the scenario where it's not on purpose, like, and she's actually just accidentally reading his mind, like, you still can't like just out someone, like, and as well, you know how you know this is unrealistic writing, that the correct response to Bobby, you're gay is no, you're gay. That's what a real human being would say.
Not only that, but like, I feel like she comes off as a really shitty friend because she's so hardcore, like wants to be an ally to a gay person that she's cornering him and making him admit it.
It's like, it's okay. I'm your friend.
I'm your friend. You can admit what I keep hearing you like, and I'm like, man, or you could be a good friend and shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, what happens with it? Like, it's so fast paced. Like, they didn't really want to have this whole, all right, Bobby might actually be gay and he's going through something in his head, right? They just wanted to go, all right, we have a gay X-Men now, because on the very next page he talks about how he thinks Angel is cute and stuff like that. You're like, what the fuck? Like, they just switch it up so quick.
Yeah, they wanted to dedicate one page to him saying he's gay, and then, all right, cool, now he's gay. Like,
yeah, and like we all know what he's like these days. Like in the comics these days, Bobby is a flaming homosexual. He's like, hi guys, you know, like, yeah.
I would argue that Iceman was the least interesting and least cool of the original X-Men. I suppose there is Angel as well. He's pretty lame.
I would have taken Iceman over Angel any day, because Angel's just a dude with wings. Yeah, at least Iceman got to surf around on that cool ice wave thing that he would do.
And he's called Iceman, which is a pretty cool name.
And then there were some artists would draw him with like spiky ice hair when he was frozen, rather than just being a bald dude, and that always looked really cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So then, to interject. What annoys me with this comic, is that they do that thing where they repeat the paneling.
Yeah.
Again.
So.
Even between pages.
I'm actually gonna show some examples of that, because it's really like the worst thing. So, but remember, so this is the entirety of the in it. Like,
they never leave that grass patch.
Bad guys go to an island. The X-Men are on just on some grass talking. Bobby was gay. Then the bad guys show up, and then that's the end of the issue. Yep. Like,
spoiler for the next issue, they spent the whole next issue on grass as well. Just so you know. Yeah. Angel flies away with fucking what's her name? They don't come back.
Rogue? No, not Rogue.
Awful. Like
the chick Wolverine.
There is not even like a
Laura.
single punch or a kick. There's not even like a fucking superhero landing in this book, it?
It's outrageous.
Yep.
Like, that's the real crime here. All right, so onto this is the page where she
convinces him
gay / outs him against his will.
Where they use the same exact pose. 4 times.
They drew Jean twice.
Yeah,
there was one panel, copy, and then they drew her again.
Actually, I think they only drew him twice too. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That would have taken me like 10 minutes to make, draw is a strong word. Make that page.
Yeah, I was about to say, especially if you do it digital, that's just copy paste.
but yeah, that's just one example. Like,
She's 14, 15, depending on, like, they're all between 14 and 18 right now. COVID Kev.
Yeah, and then this is a reuse panel
there's
right
another
next to
one.
itself.
Here's another one. Like, at least in this one, they did
zoom
like
in.
a fake
Yeah.
zoom thing. Like,
Yeah.
I guess.
But it's
After you
the
look like
same,
a Batman
the same wiggle
villain.
lines and everything.
Sort yourself out.
God.
Look, I was too lazy to break out the green screen. This is the best I can do.
This whole book is probably
one as well,
half
yeah.
a book. Yeah.
I didn't even notice that one when I was reading it. That is terrible.
Shoot, yeah. So really, they made a total of what, 4 pages for this?
Yeah, right.
Like, the reason that nothing happened is because they just used the same pictures over and over again, and it like just draw some different stuff. All right, that's the next thing.
That's a page rate
so-
for the artist. I support that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Marvel got what they paid for.
Oh yeah, they weren't getting paid very much to draw this, so they were
Yeah.
doing, whatever.
You know, and I'm
they were
not
on a
gonna lie,
time
if I was
schedule.
getting paid peanuts, I'd be freaking saying fuck you guys too.
Definitely, yeah.
This actually has a part in it where it goes over from one page to the other with this, though. It's not like this weird where they do this
Yeah.
to like the conversation's continuing, so people haven't moved.
It's when they fly away.
Yeah.
But I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the first panel and the
Ooh.
last panel on the page
Yeah.
before it. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, okay. Strange.
Yeah, the background is a different color. Yes. Yeah, so it's a different picture now.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this one, that sky. The other one, I don't fucking know. The void of the void of imagination. So has anyone got anything that they want to add to Iceman is gay review?
Oh, I thought you were gonna stop at add to Iceman, and I was gonna say his dignity, but
Yeah, that'd be nice.
poor guy.
The one thing I do like about this is that their uniforms are actually quite cool because they're color coded on the sides.
Yeah, some nice designs. I'll give him that much.
That's true.
But I prefer Beast when because Beast is just a dude with, thumbs on his feet right now. So I prefer him when he's a blue, Beast.
Yeah.
But there is one thing that really bothered me about all of this, is that, especially Laura right here, right? It seems as though the roles are reversed. Like, the men are all like, please love me, Laura. Like, this whole thing here is him explaining his love for her and her just, like, not really being that into it until she is all of a sudden. But basically, every single man in this is a woman, and every single woman in this is a strong woman. But, like, they're stronger than the men is the point. Like, there's not one single dude in here that I was like, oh, yeah, that's a cool guy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And it starts with the whole burger thing at the beginning of it. That does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, simp shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jabba says these panels represent Yan's personality.
What, repetitive?
Yeah.
Does somebody have a repetitive personality? What is that?
I think he means I say the same jokes every week.
Oh.
Yeah, much like Jabba.
Right?
So,
Like what Jabba says about my jokes every week.
So we always give when we review books, we give them a score out of 5 hammers and sickles. Like, Jan, I'm coming to you first. Like, round it up for me. What did you think? Give it a rating.
Is this number 1 of the series?
No,
number 40.
Ugh. I wouldn't have bought number 41 after this. It's just nothing. If I paid $5, £5 for this, I'd be done. So I'd give it 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I read this book in about 7 minutes at the most. Yeah. Like, it was not long at all. Like, certainly not worth $3.99 or $6.99 in like today's money or whatever. Piper, what are you going to give it? How many hammers and sickles? What's your thoughts?
Can I give it none?
Just
I
up
think
against
that's
the wall.
unprecedented, but yeah, I reckon so.
Okay, because like I feel like 1 is being too generous. Like I would have given him 1 for effort if there was any effort, but
Yeah,
there
there's no
wasn't.
effort in this.
Yeah, but there wasn't any effort. So I'm like, I can't even give you a pity. Give him a pity 1.
All right, that's fair. Dean, what are you saying?
I am going to give him a 1 because I agree with Yan on the nice costume designs. But that's literally all. Like, there's a couple of cool designs there. Like, I could make these designs look good in a drawing, you know? It's like a better artist could do it. But the story and everything like that, it gets no points at all. So it's just the 1 point for the cool costumes.
All right. I'm going to give it 0 as well because for me, oh no, actually, I'm going to give it just a hammer.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Because it's got Ileana in it. Like that's it. Just for like fan service.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah, Mark
Hey.
wants to hammer Iceman. Got it.
Outrageous. Yeah, so that's just one example of how like when the corporations like get to Pride Month, like they'll just slap like rainbows on anything. And
Everything's pride now.
well, not quite everything. But like you'll notice a pattern that the more eviler the company is, the more aggressive it is in saying, look how great we are. Like here's a thing, here's a list of companies, some demonstrations or whatever of ones that will do this that you look at and you're like, but bro, you're super evil. Like
They're literal petrol stations.
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like Starbucks, yeah. Like everybody knows Starbucks is an evil corporation. Like it always has been. Like
And
it's a
everybody knows
symbol that-
Starbucks is gay too. So why do they think that it's special? Like,
They've already got all the gay customers.
yeah, what are they doing? They're not going to get any more.
Tax fiddle, so to speak.
The we matter thing. What? Like, who said you didn't matter? Of course you matter. Everybody matters. Shut up. And like visibility over and over. It's all just like that's not saying anything.
No.
You know, like
Yeah,
they're like, look at us, we care, but
do.
like, what do you care about? You're not even really. You're just saying generic things that you think the gay community or whatever are going to like, and like you haven't really said anything. You haven't really chosen it. Like that's.
It all
Even if you were completely
translates
against
to-
it, what is
all
that? That means
translates to
nothing.
your money matters.
Exactly. It's like visibility is like my wallet,
Yeah,
and
let's see
we
your
matter
wallet.
is the
Your
dollars,
money
right?
matters.
Like if you put your virtue signal on a poster board, is that like worth double points? Because I don't know. There's a joke there somewhere. Daniel H.C. Young says
Yeah.
Starbucks is expensive, like overpriced tiny cakes. Yeah, don't go there. Like Starbucks are evil. Like
You go in there, you get a coffee and a cupcake or a muffin or something, and it's going to cost you $15.
remember in Austin Powers 2, like Dr.
Yeah.
Evil is unfrozen and it's revealed like there's evil gang were running Starbucks. Like everybody knew this, like that these corporations were evil, like, and they've managed to
A
like
long time ago, yeah.
pull all this shit away, like with bullshit like this. Like look, this is like not even old
Holy
news. It's,
shit.
like within like recent times, eh? Like it's like that's cool and everything that you want to support gay people or whatever, but don't use like child slavery.
Yeah.
That you can
Yeah.
support gay people and not use child slaves.
Yeah, but Mark, remember they're not gay. They're not gay kids, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're straight
Oh, they
kids
don't
on the
matter.
farm. Okay.
They don't matter.
Yeah.
It's like they think that they're able to offset their evil like they do with their carbon emissions. Like
That's not how it works.
Right? Like, let's slap rainbows on stuff for a month, and we get a pardon, I think, for everything we've done this year.
If you make one child slave, like pick beans for you, the equivalent that you'd have to like wave a flag till you die, like to anywhere even near like balancing those two things out. Like
It's so blatantly obvious too.
The factories.
No, but it's so blatantly fake. Like you see Xbox and stuff, for example, will have the American one will be all rainbow colored and stuff, but then the Chinese one obviously isn't. And you're like, well, you know, you either believe in it or you don't, right? Like, it's right in front of everybody, and like, you know, that's how the gay people noticed in the first place. They were like, well, why aren't you doing it everywhere?
Yeah, you're totally right. Here's one from our country, Jan. So Marks and Spencer's is like it's like a middle class store, right? Like for middle class people or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have this sandwich that they do every year, the LGBT, which is just a BLT with guacamole on and a rainbow, like, and then it costs.
They're real because I've seen plenty of like fake products.
I see what they did there.
That's legitimately real, yeah. Like
yeah, I've seen it in a shop.
Jay.
I mean, it like I would give like a small amount of credit to the person who, like, in the meeting room, like
it was like a BLT, yeah.
Like, but it's not an idea that they should have gone through with it. Like, it's funny, kind of, like
a one-time thing, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But to make it like a annual thing now, and you're expecting it next year too, it's like, well, now you've kind of cornered yourself into you are the gay sandwich guy.
Yeah, but and to be fair, like they do donate like some of the proceeds of it towards gay charities or whatever. But at the same time, they also use sweatshops in it, like to make their clothes.
Oh my god!
Like in their store, it's like stop being evil, in it. You can't just go, oh look, we love gay people. Like
they're trying to distract us with the pretty colors.
I was about to say just that. I was like, no, look at the pretty colors.
Exactly.
Look over here.
Ignore the child sweat labor stores.
Sweat labor stores.
They're all guilty of it. Every single one. Like so this is
I've seen this one.
Month, like this year. And again, I think this is kind of funny. Like gay people don't think it's very funny, apparently, on Twitter. Like but they don't think very many things are funny on Twitter. You know, remember like when the lesbian community like hounded that Batwoman chick off of the internet because she wasn't bisexual, like the character. Like it's so, it makes me so angry when I see like these SJWs like attacking like stuff. I don't know. I can't.
For like literally no reason.
They got mad at one of the actresses because she was bi instead of straight lesbian. And so they were mad that she wasn't.
You're not gay enough.
Lesbian. She wasn't gay enough.
It's like being an actor or an actress is you pretend to be stuff. That's job.
What acting is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Imagine.
So yeah, I'm sure when they did Jurassic Park, they were like, right, we're gonna have to invent these actual fucking dinosaurs. We can't use CGI now. It doesn't work.
How are we supposed to make a movie about dinosaurs without real dinosaurs?
Yeah.
But do you think it goes the other way too? You know how like they were complaining that, you know, she wasn't gay enough to play a gay character. Do you think like the gay people aren't allowed to play straight people now because of that sort of attitude? Like, does it go both ways?
It does.
Well, Elliot Page plays a woman still in it, like in.
Is that allowed?
Apparently so. Like Scarlett Johansson's not allowed to be a tree. Like it's fine. Like those are the rules. We'll beat them with their rules on it. Burger King are quite good. Like on Twitter, like they have like a reputation for.
Oh yes, I remember.
This is great. This tweet. This is like a fucking checkmate kind of a tweet, and
That's
like,
hilarious.
there's class joke there from Burger King. Well done. Like
So is this one real? Did they really tweet that?
yeah, that's a real thing as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh, wow.
even Burger King, like something racist adverts on it. Like
I know they did the women belong in the kitchen one.
I think this was from Australia as well. Dan, I can't remember. I've
Well,
looked at so
maybe,
many of
yeah.
these.
We
For
have
some
crazy
reason,
names in
I've
Australia.
really upset Jabba. He's really not happy with me tonight. So he doesn't like my my foresight. We're just gonna keep doing this forever, Jabba. You know that.
This is
Wow.
one from last year. Let's grab beers tonight, Queens. And when I read that, my gut reaction is that's you're not allowed to say that in it. But like at the same time, like I get that feeling from the word queer, which is apparently a cool word to use now. Like it even sometimes gets into the LGBTQ and it like
Yeah. It's their
It
their
used to be a
N-word,
bad
man.
word.
They're allowed to say it, but we're not.
yeah, it is like that.
Yeah.
I know gay people who like think that's offensive and it like
Yeah, I've met gay
like,
people who
to
think it's
call them that,
offensive.
like
The thing about Bud Light is this is actually they're marketing all the time, just they added rainbow colors.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get beers tonight, Queens is already
That's true.
the slogan for Bud Light.
Yeah, no manly man is buying a 6-pack of Bud Light.
Yeah, they just missed out the yes and the slay at the between the word queen on that.
Yes, Queen's slay.
Yeah.
The heir to the Budweiser fortune beat up a 6th grade boy
What?
at a youth basketball practice, which is cool. Like you gotta love those big
58. What the fuck?
How old is a 6th grade? What is
Sixth
that?
graders are like
Graduate.
12 years old
Yeah.
at most. It's like an 11 or 12-year-old.
Probably deserved it.
But no, leave him
Probably a
alone.
mouthy
bro.
little.
That's beside the point.
Mouthy little shit. Probably deserved it.
He's put a rainbow on his beers now, like so we have to forgive him. Like that's the rules.
That's funny.
This like
Oh.
for the first time I saw this image, I thought, whoa, like that's the most blatant example of like them just putting the price up because it's got a rainbow on it, like which we all know what happens, but here it is side by side. I thought that was pretty funny. But then when I was putting the code together today, I was like, oh my god, this is Vaseline. Like that had completely gone over my head the first time. Like
That's not a
Vaseline.
rainbow though. That's
No, for bumming.
What colours of the
Not
flag do
flamboyant.
those two represent? Does anybody know?
What,
Which
green and
ones?
white? The,
Yeah, the orange and yellow.
orange, yellow, and green, blue. Like
Okay.
the ugliest shades of those 4 colors that they could possibly
nah, look,
find.
I think that's supposed to be red here, like, but we're not seeing it properly.
Yeah, it is. It's red, orange,
Oh.
yellow, green,
And then
blue,
there's a-
purple. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, there's some purple down there.
yeah.
They
The
just had to
white.
make the ugliest colors the biggest stripes. I see now.
Yeah, basically.
Java says Jan would pay the $1.95.
And if you, Java.
And Daniel says it's like there's more tax on women's goods now. There's more tax on gay goods, like, and that's a thing. Like I talked about that in a video before. Again about mega corporations. Why do like pink razors cost more than like blue ones? Like, if anything, women's hair is like thinner. Like, it should
but-
require like less
I
if
think it
any-
would have to do with the big soap bar. Like I've used my girlfriend's razor before to like shave rather than my own, and it was so fucking smooth, and it had this big soap thing on it, and it just like I was so
Yeah.
soft by the time I was done. Like it's a completely different razor. I feel
Yeah,
like it has to do with that.
So then the question is, why then have they differentiated that into two different products instead?
Why don't we get the
saying,
soap
bro,
bar? Is what I'm
have
asking.
a soap bar like Richie's
I agree
mad.
with you. I want a soap bar.
Another one.
It's all a con.
But Vaseline is made by Johnson and Johnson, who were doing human experimentations on black prisoners.
Oh my god,
Bloody
so
hell.
I mean, like
that's the worst one.
Whoa, damn.
it's cool that you put like a rainbow like on your Vaseline or whatever, but don't give black people cancer like on purpose. That's not cool.
Just bad manners.
I feel like we should have to say that, but yeah, just don't.
I know, right? And what I love about this is they've all just lined up like and been like, we're evil, like what are you doing? So H&M, I don't know, you have this clothing brand in your respective countries, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so here they are. They got a rainbow thing, and then again, slavery in it. Like,
Oh my god.
they use like, in this case, Chinese communist slaves in it, Uyghurs, like making their fucking t-shirts or whatever. But bro, it's cool. It's the race to the bottom. That's why a t-shirt costs you $5, like from one of these shops in it, because of the exploitation of workers, a common theme that you will find like when you look at these guys. So Dean, this is what you was on about earlier.
Exactly.
With, the companies doing their rainbow washing in the West, but then in the East being like, nah, don't worry about it. It's cool.
Nah, we don't actually do. We don't actually care.
And you know what the worst part about this is, right? When you search up Mercedes-Benz, right? Like if you search up BMW or Mercedes or whatever brand it is you're looking for, all of them show up in the search list. It's just your one shows up at the top, wherever you're located. So you see them all in a row. So you know, like you see it yourself. It's just so blatant.
So in a slightly unrelated news, this week, like a cinema chain here in the UK pulled like a movie out of the cinemas because of like Muslims were complaining that it was blasphemous or whatever. And I would suggest that if you are using your intersectionalities to say, I deserve a special treatment because of my intersectionalities, then you, especially if you're cancelling movies, are an SJW, like, because that's exactly what it is. Like, and just, yeah. But for some reason, it's okay. Like, Muslims are allowed to do this. And a thing that I found really interesting about this is look how shit their signs are. Can you see them? Like, like this, it's like they wrote them in biros or something, like, and just had to like keep like. It's really badly organized.
With this, sorry, Mark, to go roll back to that. That film has actually come from the Middle East. It's actually come from Arab countries have made this film, and it's people in the UK, Muslims in the UK, in I believe Bradford, are the ones who don't like it.
Yeah,
So
it's even worse. Puffs Comics says they should all pay the ticket price to cancel it. I'm not sure that's the same thing. Ali asks, what movie is it? It's called Lady of Heaven or The Lady of Heaven. But yeah.
it's about Fatima, the Muhammad's daughter.
Oh, yes. Well, how can that possibly be blasphemous? That's religious history. So, speaking of religious history, show us the coolest picture you've taken of your BMW. Look at this. Like, what are you doing, BMW? Like, you can't just put a rainbow Oh shit. This one again, like Citibank, so they're saying, oh, guess what? We're such a good company. We're gonna let you put your name on your bank card. Like, yeah, I expect that. This is because like they were forcing trans people to have like their dead names like on their bank cards or whatever. Like, and it's such a minor thing. Just change it. Like, I would have if I went to change my name, like I would expect you to change it on my bank card as well, innit? Like I'd want it to say super big dick mark or whatever, like on my bank card, like if that's the name that I chose. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, Mr. Solomon says it has something to do with the sunniest yes, but yeah. Cool. Yeah, but again, Citibank, they are laundering money for cartels on it, like, and they find like every year, like, because you know, those gun dealers, the people pushing Central and South American people to the North American borders, like, you know, these are the people profiting off it, right? Like, but don't worry, because they'll put whatever name you want on your bank card. And why is that even a thing? Like, I don't even know if I want my name on my bank card. Like, why would I want to, if someone finds my bank card, to also know my
give them
name?
more details? Yeah.
That just feels ridiculous. Oh, speaking of pushing people to the border,
Oh no!
ICE sent it from the immigration people, like saying, "Oh,
no,
have pride. Let's fight equality. Let's fight for equality." But you know, also let's rape some, like asylum seekers or whatever.
why the hell are they even? Oh no!
That's not even the worst thing I've ever heard about ICE either. Like, holy shit. That is fun.
I didn't even realize that. Oh my god! And the FBI is doing it. I didn't realize the government.
What?
I thought it was just companies. Oh,
the
god.
FBI are probably watching this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're watching it going, shit, man.
Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you like for the FBI.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Mr. FBI man.
The FBI going, guys, we've been talked about.
They're talking about us.
Yeah, so even the FBI, like, who you know killed mine. Why you undo the crimes that you did by putting a rainbow and saying, "Oh, we like it when gay people work for us." Like, so this one's from the front, and it's from the Marines or whatever. So on first glance, when I first saw this, I thought that these were crayons.
Me too.
Like,
when you first clicked it over, I was like, "Oh, crayons."
Yeah, but then when I realized that they're like bullets, LGBT bullets, this feels like a threat. Like,
I was about to say, it turns really sinister.
Going for the gays, the lesbians, the boys. Like, I got a bullet for each of you. Like,
holy shit.
Isn't that the whole thing about having a bullet with your name on it? It's
that's what it's like.
Yeah, they didn't think that through at all.
All right, cool. And so Raytheon, here's their CEO writing, you know, some nonsense like on his wall about this stuff. But what on top of the fact that this is coming from Raytheon, like what I find really interesting about this is if you see in the picture, it says GLBTA ally wall, like where they've usurped lesbians like as the first letter, like and put the gays like right at the front, like where they should be.
I was about to say, look,
I mean, that makes more sense. Yeah.
They have an open and inclusive workplace specifically for the gay community, but that doesn't mean that they have to respect women.
No, yeah, of course. A gay man's still like better than a woman.
Yeah.
Like, obviously. And yeah. Let's see, what did this guy do? I can't remember. Oh yeah. That is Raytheon. like, give you any more than that. The NSA as well. Like, lit up the.
Is that real? Is that not photoshopped?
Well,
They're all real, every single one, apart from Jan's thing that he bought.
what?
But you know, it's the NSA, and it. Like I feel like at this point we've reached like a high enough level in the hierarchy of evil that I don't even have to like remind you how like evil these corporations.
So yeah, you know these guys
are.
Right.
Oh yeah, this just sums it up entirely. Which Jan, I'm gonna come to you, bro. If you'd read that for us.
Hello, fellow gays. It is me, Corporation, here to remind you that we support your lifestyle now that it's been legalized federally and we can capitalize on it safely as a mainstream trend. Why did we have to wait until gay marriage was legalized to support you? No more questions, homosexual. Just buy the product.
That's totally it. Like, that's my feelings on this whole situation. Like, just summed up in one nice meme. Jabba says this meme is too long. Yeah, it's a little. I think it's probably.
You know, Jabba's vocabulary isn't that big. He doesn't know what half of that says.
He definitely knows the word homosexual, though. I've heard him use that. This no more like rainbow capitalism, and like everybody knows that it's pandering. Apart from the only people who support it, specifically in comic books as well, they're only doing it to get us, like to make us angry at it, like so they can say, "Oh, look how angry they are." It's like.
Like, oh, you hate gay people,
care.
Mark.
I don't care if you're gay, innit? Like, I genuinely don't care. Like, stop trying to make me care about it. Like,
yeah, JDA, God. Just kidding.
So yeah, like, but it'll all be over on July the 1st.
Yeah.
We'll go back to normal. Like, they'll just fuck off. That one made me chuckle. Like, and I don't even know who you are. Oh yeah, look at this. I don't think they realize.
Is that real? What?
Funny that is. Like, especially the way that I've put it deliberately, like at the end, like as we're throwing it out, like on the first. And that's the end of the lecture. That's been my TED talk on the pink pound.
Good job.
Very good. There is something which has been surfacing on Twitter that the Metro newspaper, I believe, is the one pushing it. Metro is the London only free newspaper you get.
Mm-hmm.
It is that there is now white gay privilege.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that before.
Yeah.
So it is correct, I would think, that white gay men have it better than the rest of the community. Like, I think that they have the most positive stereotypes also associated with them, if that makes sense. Like, that you assume that they'll know about fashion and musicals. Like, they may have been in the Navy. Like,
In the Navy.
there's all but those less of those things exist for the other groups. I mean, they don't have enough positive stereotypes about themselves.
I just find it all insane. It's like
That's their fault, really.
yourself, just do what you're gonna do.
Are
Nobody
we
actually
just talking
cares.
other marginalized groups in general?
Pardon?
Are we talking other marginalized groups in general not having as good stereotypes?
Well, you want to like just in general, they all do that same sort of thing where it's like you're not as marginalized as me. Like I've seen black
Yeah.
women call black men the white men of the black population, and it's like what? Yeah, so like it's it's levels of being oppressed. You always have it better than someone else.
But so
Thank you,
the way that
Allie.
it works is everyone has their own like intersectionalities in it, like your gender, your race,
Yeah,
your religion, all of those things.
it's
And
all
the more
useless.
of them that you can stack on top of each other, the more oppressed you are in it. Like that's how
Exactly.
it works. So if you like
That's why they
subscribe to
collect
like
mental
a 23andMe
illnesses like
kind of thing,
Pokemon
and
now.
you can
Exactly.
go and get all of your DNA, like you can build like this huge fucking stack like of how oppressed you are. You can say, oh, I was a 16th generation Native American or whatever, and now like you're part of the gang or whatever, like and I'm gay and in a wheelchair. Someone's gonna clip that.
But why do they do that too? Like, just because you're disabled doesn't mean that you're all of a sudden part of the LGBTQ community. Like, they try to put in all kinds of random things that have nothing. Even if you talk about LGBT, right? Like, lesbian is a sexuality, gay is a sexuality, bi is a sexuality, but trans is like not a sexuality unless you want to just be trans. Like, the whole thing is like muddled. I don't think they even know what they mean.
Yeah, I was gonna say because trans is a freaking your gender, not what you're having.
Yeah,
sex with.
like you could be a trans gay man, right?
Yeah,
Cool,
you're
like,
already
this is what they've
counted.
told me, right? Yeah.
You already
So you're
count
already
under gay.
included.
Yeah. That's why the flags look so weird now. Is they're like, oh, but we need to put everybody.
Well, have you heard of
Everybody
the
on this flag.
LGB? There's like LGB, and it's like gay people that are against all of this crazy work stuff, and they're like, look, I just wanted to like get married and like live my life normally. They're still around. They're just few and far between.
Yeah, so that was the other thing that I was going to say. That I think gay men, it's easier for them to hide, like being gay, like that.
You could just be a dude, yeah.
It's much easier to hide being gay than it is to hide being black. Like that can't be a fact. Like you can't deny that. So Jan, you have a poem for us to take us out. We're hit an hour already.
Before we go any further into this quagmire, probably best. Yes, I do. Let me just quickly read it through once. If you want to just ask anybody anything else. Anybody else got anything to say before I read it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then. I'll just read it without reading it back. RTF from 10th of the 6th, 22, from the chat and from the show. It's the poem. Scales are falling from their eyes. Liam's wrangling days. The gay press. Kylie Jenner thinks she is the only Kylie. Gay superheroes. I like that character magic. Just draw some different stuff. These panels represent Jan's personality. The more evil a company are, we are the gay sandwich guy. They can have the light beer, just don't give black people cancer. That meme is too long. British newspapers died when the sun stopped the page 3 girls. Good night.